Hello.
Okay. Hello, Edward. Thank you to visit us in France. So we have some questions from customers and from our staff. So if it's okay for you, we'll take it.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to come here to France, and I enjoy the area very much. So yeah, I would like to help with the questions.
How long does it take to develop a housing from start to finish it?
The total time is about 1.5 months. For example, we have to measure all the 3D dimension of the camera, and then we need to design the housing in the CAD system, and then we have to do the programming. We have to machine the prototype, and from the first day to the day we really have the housing, 1.5 months. Normally it's about 2 months.
How do you manage to develop a housing so quickly for a new camera body?
We don't always have the support from the camera companies. For example, most of them, they keep dimension, even the shape, very secret before they release it. So we don't always have the information. There will be a new camera coming, so you watch. And then there are some websites on the internet that will report about the camera, so we always look at those websites. Yeah, they have all the pictures, all the size from all sides of the camera, and then we can try to gather the pictures and build the 3D model before we have the camera. And then when the real camera comes out, we will make some measurement and adjust the 3D. We are actually doing a lot of hard work to prepare ourselves before they release the camera.
How long does it take you to develop wide-angle lenses?
Of course, in the beginning, the first wide-angle lens was very difficult, because that was the first time I designed the wide-angle lens, and I am not so familiar with the software. So the first design was a failure, the second design was a failure, until the third time I have a lens that can proper focus. So it took me almost 8 or 9 months for the first design. And today, even for some extreme lenses, for example, for me the FCP1 was perhaps another difficult design, because the target lens I have was the 28mm wide-angle lens, which has angle of I think 75 degrees, and I want to widen it to 170 degree fisheye effect. So a lot of bending for the light. And then with just a normal surface, I cannot achieve the target. And then I have to use a special surface that we call the aspheric, which takes much more time to develop. And then I make a few tests to find out the best position to use it. And then I build my first prototype, and I went diving with it to find that it is not good enough.
Okay.
And then I have to go back to the design.
That's take a long time to have.
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
a whole year
Oh,
to do that.
wow, just to have the...
More than 1 year.
Because the FCP1 is the first wide fisheye angle for underwater.
Yeah.
And it's the only one, because for example, Nikon and Sony did fisheye lens yet. So yeah, it was necessary for the market. What is your favorite Nauticam product?
For me, almost every product is good. Ask me which one I'm particular proud of. Maybe in terms of lens, I think the EMWL. That is a really very special creation.
If you had to remember one dive, which one would it be?
The one I think that most impressed me was the one in the south part of Fakarawa, of the French Polynesia, because the number of sharks was the most in the whole world.
Legend has it that you test all the housing. Is that true?
Particularly in the early days, until 2017-18, I really test every housing myself, and all the lens. I test all the lens myself. I think today I still test most of the housings. Yeah.
Thank you, Edward. Thank you for this interview, and let's see you soon in other events.
Yeah. We will be sure that we will come back to France again and again.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.